I was just gonna float some eggs just to show you the difference between like an egg that you could eat if you ever float eggs, and ones totally don't eat them, don't crack them, don't anything. Just get rid of them quick because they are stinky. So here we go. I'm gonna flip you around. These fresher ones are on their sides, but these ones that are standing on end, I have so many eggs, as you can see. I have lots of eggs in there, and a lot of them will be fresh. These would be dog eggs, because they all like stand up and down, but you could eat them yourselves. These are fresh eggs. They all on the bottom, like these. And I just see that one's, it's a little bit, it's on its side, but kind of standing up. These all would be eggs I would eat. These are eggs that I would eat. And I would eat those too. They just, because I have so many, I would just feed them to the dogs. You have to be really careful. There's another, ooh, that's a little floater. That's a goodbye egg. See, see how it just keeps breaking the surface of the water just a little bit? That's too borderline for me. That one is in that pocket, and that one. This one is a dog. I would eat it though. It's not a bad egg. It's not floating at all. It's on the bottom. This, another floater. You don't want to eat this one. These are eggs that probably the chicken laid on. This one's another, stands on its end. You see it stands with the pointed end down, kind of the roundish end up. I put them in here for the dogs. And then let's see what we got. Here. That one is just starting to float up a little bit. They're both a little bit floaty, and I don't care. I'm just gonna put them in the dog bucket. That's the trash bucket. Dogs will eat them. See this egg? That's a no-go. Straight to the trash bucket. And see that one's bobbing to the top too now? That's a don't crack it egg. Put it in there. And that's how you know good eggs from bad eggs. I have a few more I gotta float. Sure y'all don't want to be bored watching it. I mean, 2 minutes and almost 3 minutes of watching me float eggs is probably plenty. All right. Thanks, bye. Okay. I've been floating some eggs. These are, you can see like this one sits up just a little bit, but it's still fresh because it's on the bottom. And then this is a pretty good egg too. And these would be, oh, this bee is driving me crazy. These eggs are floaters where we wouldn't want to eat them. You wouldn't want to eat any of these eggs. You would want to get rid of these really quick. This one, you wouldn't even want to crack that. You wouldn't want to let that egg crack at all. These two, get away from me. What is that? Of course, I'm going to float an egg and I got a bee driving me nuts. So these ones, they're really high on the water. Those will stink so bad if they break. You wouldn't want those to break. Nasty. And these are borderline. I mean, they're rotten. You wouldn't want to eat these. Not as rotten as those two, but they're bad. And then these are the ones that are good. And then we have, I think mostly we have good eggs. See, this one stands on its end. That's just a little bit older than these other ones. Maybe a few days, but still a good egg. It's on the bottom. It's not floating at the top of the water. It's just starting. Me personally, I'd probably feed that egg to the dogs. It's still good. You could eat it yourself, but That would be a dog egg for me. I don't know what it is with this bee right now.
It's not a bee.
What is it, a fly? One of those flies?
It's a horsefly.
I hate horseflies. See these two? This is a great big egg. Love that egg. I have dogs here. Well, one of my dogs will eat this whole eggshell. And the other one, you can barely get her to eat an egg. See these flatter ones? I would eat those. And these I would probably feed to my dogs. Nothing wrong with them. You can eat them yourself. These would probably be something you'd want to boil. Probably be a little easier to peel. Or they'd probably be closer to, a week or so old. Then usually, are you sure that's a horsefly?
Yes, it's a horsefly.
I'm not sure about that. I know what it is. It's annoying. I don't know where it went now. Anyway, that's what rotten eggs look like when you float them. And there's this bug that's driving me crazy that my husband says is a horsefly. I don't know. It's moving so fast. I got a couple of them here. Look like bees to me. Well, anyway, those eggs on the bottom are edible. You could eat them. These in this cup, no way. No, don't eat those. Bad eggs. So, as the chicken sits on eggs, like these would be like the oldest eggs, like where she started with these eggs. And then every day when the chickens lay eggs, she just scrapes up the new ones and sits on those, and she just pulls them under her. They push them under or whatever. And these would be the ones, these were the floaters. These were you can't eat those. Those are old eggs. These would be okay to eat, but I'll probably give them to the dogs. And these are good, and I could eat those. And I would eat those. But I'll probably have even fresher eggs in there. But I'll probably feed these to the dogs. One of my dogs will eat these eggshell and all. And the other one barely will eat them. And this one, we can eat these. We'll probably eat these for breakfast or something and get rid of them. Those are floating eggs, but you wouldn't want to eat those. And those are floaters. And those are floaters. They're going to all go to the trash. Dogs. Us. We didn't get very many. We got lots of floaters, old eggs. Be careful. I don't want those to crack. They stink.
I don't know how long they've been there.
Oh, a while.